Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens and visitors, welcome to Creative Engineering. I'm Signilla Ice. Let's get started. Hey everyone, it's good to be here, and well, first of all, thank you so much for the new subscriber on YouTube. That means a lot to me. See the number go up again. We're still waiting for our 10th Rumble follower, which would be our first milestone there. Now, of course, if you haven't yet seen the latest power-up notes, I strongly suggest you watch it, as you'll probably be encouraged, because, you can support me via Ko-Fi now if you wish, and of course, joining the blog is still free, but it's easier. It's it's only one membership now, just with monthly or yearly options. You don't have to worry about multiple levels. Of course, if you want to be free, you just join the blog like a normal WordPress blog. With enough of that being said, first of all, today I want to work on electrodes, but they require quite a bit of complex things, including trading to get the blueprint. So we're going to be diving into a bit of trading today as well. So I want to whip up this first. So we're going to need some treated sticks. There we go. Probably going to need a crafting table. There we go. And some treated wood slabs. I'll go do this first because, well, we require a master level to get this one. So we're gonna have to be training with him for quite a while, but we got plenty of villagers to work with. And this I'm gonna, perfect, and we can set it up right here. Actually, it's better right there, but right there works too. I just have to grab some planks, and I probably should finish this whole northern thing up, shouldn't I? So I'm gonna need fences. Let's see here. And then I'm going to need some planks. Now some of you are probably going to be complaining about this, but this is actually quite generous compared to what I've seen online. Believe me, I've seen designs that are a lot worse than mine. There, so now air. That's better. Guess we just buy hammers from this guy. So I can probably just come and do some trading to get that guy up to the level where I need him. We're just going to do something with that nitwit. Maybe I will. But that's like in the future. But like I said, I do need to do some trading, but I'll do that off camera. Because right now, I want to work on the first thing, which is getting the coke dust. Because I want to show you how to get at least up to I want to show you how to do the electrodes this episode for the arc furnace, which we'll be crafting, which we'll be building next episode. So this is like going to be a big episode. I might split it to 2 parts if it gets too long, because I don't want to go too long, but the first thing I need to do is do coke dust, so we're going to do a crusher, which you guys have seen before. Then the squeezer to turn the coke dust into graphite dust, and then you simply cook the graphite dust into graphite ingots, which is what you need to store. Although you probably could store the other 2 items as well. And I probably will set a central storage thing for that. Actually, that's not a bad idea. So storage, we'll go for 1 controller, and we'll grab 4 drawers. For the coke dust, the graphite dust, the ingots, and the electrodes. I don't think there's a graphite ingot block, but there is not for storage, so maybe that's a good thing. But yeah, I'll be doing that. But yes, basically, I need to set up a I need to set up a crusher, and a squeezer, and then the furnace. The furnace I've already got. But we're going to need probably some crafters. So, craft. Okay, crafter. I'm going to go crafting tables. No, crafting interfaces. Yeah, I'm going to want 3 of them, because I'll do the coke dust directly to the graphite ingot. So I'll just set it so 8 coke dust equals 1 ingot. So I'm only going to do 3 of these. Of course, you also saw the machine that uses these blueprints automatically in another episode. I strongly would recommend that if you haven't watched the previous episodes of creative engineering, that you strongly do before you watch this one, because that way you'll understand how to build the crusher, the automated engineer's workbench, the industrial squeezer, all those things I need to set up off. I will be setting them all up off camera. We're going to need extracted conveyor depths. We're going to need 1 for the crusher, I think, so. We won't need any exporters, but we will need an importer. We're going to need like 2 importers probably, actually, so. But yeah, like I said, I'll get everything I need off camera, and then when it's all ready set up, I'll show you the setup and explain exactly what I did for each one. So I'll see you when I get back. Hey everyone, I'm back. And well, it's all done. The first step, of course, is setting the crusher up. And what you should do is set it's the way you get coke gets turned into coke dust. Then you import the coke dust to your storage system. At least that's what I did. You might want to just chain them all together. And then the coke, then I set this up to automatically craft 8 coke dust here into a graphite ingot automatically by including a small electrical furnace from Engineer's Decor, which is in the Creative Engineering mod pack. If you don't have the furnace, you might have to set up a different furnace, maybe using the external heater and various hoppers and stuff to do it, or you can use a dropper, one of these dropping conveyor belts, I guess, to set it up too. But this is where it turns. But basically, at the end, I get the graphite ingot. Then I set this. Unfortunately, to get the arc furnace electrode blueprint is quite rare. It must be, because it's a master level 5, so basically a master level trade to get that. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. I tried 3 different villagers. None of them gave me the electrode blueprint at the level 5, so I had to set this up. You lose 50% of your durability on the electrodes, but until you're lucky in trade, or you just decide that, or you don't really need the arc furnace that much, like maybe me. This is a good standby. Yes, you have to replace the electrodes more often, but the arc furnace can only be really semi-automated, so I don't think you'll be using it that much unless you really want to make a lot of alloys, or you're building some sort of big industrial complex with lots and lots of machines that need lots and lots of electrum and other items. But then, like I said, I set the recipe on here to turn 4 graphite ingots, HPP graphite ingots, into 1 graphite electrode, and it's of course 50% durability. Then I use the rod plate to do it. Yeah, you use the rod press plate to do this recipe, but it will make you a graphite rod. I mean, you could also just set up the rod pressing thing in your pressing factory if you want it, but I chose to include it here, so if I'm also needing to make something else, other rods, like say metal rods for say an extracting conveyor belt or something like that, I don't have to, or for steel fences or something, I don't have to wait for this to be done. Overall, this is the final setup for me. Your setup may vary depending on how you want to do it, but basically, folks, this is it. This is how you make the graphite electrodes for the arc furnace. Next episode, come back and I'll show you how to put together the arc furnace itself, which will use those electrodes that we automated this episode. Until then, folks, my name is Swag, and I'll see you next time. Farewell!